How is the indexing adjustment benefit for your pension calculated? If you're a member of the New Brunswick Teachers Pension Plan, here's how it's done. The indexing adjustment benefit, also referred to as cost of living adjustment, is a benefit provided under the NBTPP that is intended to help your retirement income keep pace with inflation. Like many other pension plans, including the Canada Pension Plan, it's based on the average annual change in the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, provided by Statistics Canada. Statistics Canada measures the change in CPI by looking at the change in prices for a number of different kinds of goods, from food and shelter to clothing and recreational products. For your pension plan, it's measured by determining the 12-month average of the CPI for the most recent July 1st to June 30th period, and comparing that figure to the average for the same period of the previous year. Your plan's actuary completes this calculation. Let's walk through a real-world example of how it's calculated. For the Indexing Adjustment Benefit, or IAB, awarded on January 1st, 2022, for example, your plan's actuary compared the average consumer price index for the period of July 2020 to June 2021 with the average consumer price index for the period of July 2019 to June 2020. To do this, they looked at the CPI for each month for the most recent year-long period of July 1st to June 30th. In this example, we're looking at July 2020 to June 2021. The CPI from each month was added together and then divided by 12 for the 12 months of the year to obtain the average monthly CPI. For the period of July 2020 to June 2021, it was 138.59. Then the same calculation was done for the previous year. For the period of July 2019 to June 2020, it was 136.60. The rate available for the IAB was then calculated by determining the percentage change in the consumer price indices for those two periods using the calculation you see on the screen. So 138.59 minus 136.60 divided by 136.60, which equals 1.46%. It is important to note that a negative IAB rate would never be applied under the plan. Based on that calculation, for the period of January 1st, 2022, the indexing adjustment benefit that could be provided to contributing members of the NBTPP was 1.46%. For retirees and deferred members, the amount that could be provided is based on 75% of the increase in the CPI, or 1.10%. For members who retire in the year immediately before the effective date of the IAB, a blended indexing adjustment benefit will be provided. Once the IAB is calculated, the next step is to confirm that the plan is in a financial position to award it to the members of the NBTPP. In order to accomplish this, the plan's independent actuary determines the funding level of the plan as per the results of the most recent funding valuation to confirm that it is in a position to provide the IAB, as per the guidelines in the plan text and funding policy. The plan text and funding policy can be found on the plan's webpage. Following the review, if the plan is in a position to award the indexing adjustment benefit to members, the Board of Trustees would instruct the plan's pension administration services provider, VESCOR, to do so. VESCOR applies the benefit to all impacted members and provides letters to retirees to confirm the increase. The increase also applies to the benefits of active and deferred members, further growing their future pension. Although cost of living increases are not automatic, the plan is designed in such a way that the likelihood of providing this benefit annually is very high. Every year, a summary of the calculation is posted on the plan's website. Look for the document called Explaining the Cost of Living IAB Increase, typically posted in the fall of every year on the NBTPP's website. We know that it can sometimes be unclear how the indexing adjustment benefit is calculated, especially when recently released CPI figures would make it seem that the benefit awarded by the NBTPP should be higher or lower. We hope that this gives you a clearer picture of how indexing adjustment benefits for your plan are calculated.